Hello everybody, welcome back. Late model stock car fix series time here at Thompson. I honestly could be wrong, but I feel like this is the first time I've ever run this track at night. I feel like I've always run it during the day in any other series that I've been here. For the most part, I think I've only run, let's see, SKs, Super Lates, I think ARCA one series, or one season, and possibly Legends. I don't remember if we ran old late models here or not, but I've always feel like it's been during the daytime. So cooler track, obviously at night. I'm going to see how it's going to go. It's running a little lower than what I'm used to, but I think that's just because of how much grip the late model stock has. So managed to barely put it on the pole. It's just a couple hundreds off of what I've been running in practice for my best, but it was right around what I was probably consistently putting in, and then just a couple hundreds faster than the one. So hoping that the one's not going to be able to take advantage of the outside.
Okay, Jake.
Try to do what I can. Get ready to go here. Try to get a bit of a jump so I can get to that outside line, which is really more like middle line. And just hope that I don't kill the right sides. See if I can bring home a win. I think if you can run the middle, you can kind of effectively stop both lines from getting a run, keeping somebody from diving underneath you and getting a run off the corner, but also keeping the top side from doing much. Probably going to hold the field up. Biggest thing also is to watch how I get on the throttle out of the corners, especially out of 2. Is where I tended to have a problem with sliding it too much.
That lap was a 20.
Kind of a bit of a diamond, but not a crazy extreme diamond.
That lap was a 20.12.
It is a weaker field than I was hoping for, so won't feel quite as great if I can finish well in this one. You know, I was like car number 7 or something like that last week, car number 4 this week, so doesn't feel quite as good if I can get as good of a finish, but right now I'll kind of take the finishes if I can get them. Obviously, we're going to have 40 to go when we cross the line, so there is plenty of racing left to be had. It's like the 5's putting some pressure on the 1. 5's been clicking off better laps than I have.
Just done a 20.
Although I feel like I'm probably running at like 90-95%, something like that. 5 now gets by the 1. So that's going to be scary for me. 5's probably going to be turning up the pace and putting the pressure on me. So to figure out what I can do.
Okay, Jake. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Combat that, but not deviate from my race strategy in terms of tire saving. I've really gained a good bit of time that time through 3 and 4, although I might have gotten into the wall out of 4.
That was a 20.18.
I feel like I'm not driving in as hard into 3. The 5's able to drive 3 and 4 a little bit harder. Kind of drove it a bit harder that time.
That last lap was a 20.12.
A little loose there out of 2, didn't quite pull away. I'm still continuing to turn up quick lap times. Just gonna do what I can to try to defend that line as best as I can. I hope that somehow the 5's clicking the tires.
20.15.
Trying to protect that middle as best as I can. I need to be a little bit better on the throttle through 3 and 4. That lift I had to do was kind of killing me. Wait and see if the 5's going to try to cut underneath me at some point on an exit. And then kind of try to muscle me up the track. Pinch my run off. Or if I'm just going to get a bumper put to me.
lap times are pretty consistent. Your lap time was at 20.23.
Running slower will bring the 14 and the 1 up to me as I overshoot 3 and 4. It's going to get the 5 to run on the inside to try to get the run off the corner.
Clear inside.
A little bit of contact. I think he might have drifted up into me more than me coming down into him, but it's possible. Just trying to do what I can. He's definitely faster in the center of the corners. Like I said, I'm really hoping he's just driving it harder and going to hurt the tires, so if I can sustain the lead for another 20 laps or so, 15 laps, something like that, then I can start pulling away. Just have to wait and see how it all shakes out. Felt better that time, 3 and 4. He got a really good 3 and 4 that time. Closed up big time to me.
That was at 20.25.
I feel like I'm using a bit too much wheel in the center, but gotta try to keep the pace up. He is putting all kinds of pressure on me. Trying to let it roll up about half a lane or so from the entry point, just to try to help relieve some of the stress on the right sides. But I gotta make sure that I don't do too much because I don't want him to be able to cut underneath me.
Your lap time was 20.24.
But at least say right now he's quicker than the 1. I don't know if the 1's just tire saving or what. The problem is, as soon as he gets by me, the 1's going to be there to try to take the spot away. He's actually been really patient and courteous so far.
You've just done a 20.27.
He's trying to take the look to the inside. I don't know if he's trying to scare me up or what. I've been trying to kind of cut that run off a little bit without aggressively blocking. 20 down, 25 to go. Get closer to the halfway mark.
Lap time was 20.28. The track temp's increasing. It's now 83.
Hoping at some point I'll see his lap time start falling off more. Relation to mine. Overshot 3 again. Try to get underneath again. Not quite there. It's an overshot corner on my part.
Inside.
He's going to look to the inside.
Clear on the inside.
Yeah, he's definitely putting the pressure on. I can feel the right front wearing out a little bit. It's not one to cut down quite as hard as it was. A little bit of a bumper contact that time. No harm, no foul at all. It's very, very light. Very light. Not doing my right sides any favors with the lines the last couple laps.
Alright, Jake, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
Closing in on 20 to go. Work that middle again. Block his line a little bit. Use the banking to help rotate it out of the corner. It's 20 laps left to go.
That lap was a 20.34.
Not the best. 1 and 2 there. My end. Team's been able to click a few laps off, but 14's also fallen back a little bit. It's really just a 3-car battle up here in the front. Same 3, it's been all race.
Inside clear.
Myself and 2 black cars. Trying to keep these laps as consistent as I can. They're not quite as quick as I would like them to be, but keep them consistent will be the biggest thing without sliding it all over the place. Hoping we're getting into tire fall off mode for the 5 if he had been driving it harder than I have been. But I always expect people to be better at tire saving than I am. $15 to go now.
Your last lap time was at 20.37.
At least survived 2/3 of the race.
That lap time was 20.36.
Feel like he's driving it in deeper, trying to get a run underneath me. Just not able to make it stick yet. Trying to work right around the seam of the pavement strip in the corners. Keep it right in the middle.
Okay, Jake, we're matching race pace.
I drove one. Was lucky enough to recover from that one. It was too close for comfort. Closing in on 10 to go. One's falling back just ever so slightly. 14's likely not going to be a factor.
Low side. Inside's clear.
Like I said, it's a 3-car battle for the podium. It's not a bumper shot. 5's definitely. I'll probably start getting more aggressive at this point. As we're closing in.
Inside line, you got one. They're low.
Not like I've really driven him dirty or anything. And he's shown about as much respect as you can expect on a short track. Especially because I'm sure he is faster than I am. Inside of 10 to go when we cross the line. That 1 lap car that may or may not be a factor. That's the 10 up ahead.
That lap was at 20.41.
Not really sure where I want the lap car to go because I'm running right in the middle. Just hoping we won't catch him. Didn't even feel that contact at all.
That last lap was at 20.40. That lap was at 20.41.
There's a little bit more of a shot. That caught me kind of mid-corner. Not the best place. I was able to catch it. And we might get moved.
Okay, Jake, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
This 10 is going to be a factor. He's just going to dive it low. Thank you to him. That was a massive break. That was a massive break for me. 5 to go now when we cross the line.
That lap was at 20.44.
I don't know if I got turned or not.
every time you race, Nick. Every damn time. I don't know how they keep you on here.
Well, we go to the back. Because I suck at turning around and we're in the grass.
That's why I let you go. I knew you were gonna do that.
Oh well, it is what it is. I was slower. I don't know, maybe it was netcode, maybe it was actual contact. Just is what it is. Hey, I feel like I drove a good race. I can feel
13th
like I drove a
place.
good race.
I got
No big deal.
damage in the right.
The gap to Hurst behind is increasing. It's now 6.4 seconds.
Yep, it's short
Alright,
track
Jake,
racing,
there's
it
a car
happens.
exit in the pits, heads up.
Just finish this out. Might be able to pick up a spot or two, salvage
2
a
laps
little
left.
bit of iRating. Pick up extra 5 points or something like that.
The car in front
White
is
flag.
Hurst.
White flag this time by, excuse me.
White flag, 1 more to go.
Well, the one put himself in the exact right position to get the win. Put himself in the exact right position to win. I hadn't raced with the 5 before, so.
P12. White flag, last lap. That was a
We're up to
20.49.
11th. So we'll bring it home in 12th, it looks like. No big deal. Good win one. Nice race strategy. Perfect plan there.
P11. There's the checkered flag.
So we'll check it out, see what it
Oh,
was.
he does that every race, man. Don't feel bad. He just does that.
Oh, it's all good. I don't think I've run with him before, so my fault there probably. I mean, he was a little bit quicker than I was. I probably should have let him go.
Yeah, I let him go on the start because I know better, and I just
Take-
rode behind you
get
guys
the
because I knew
overlay
with
off.
like inside 5 to go, he was just gonna wallop you.
Take a look at the tires. 6180 definitely was wearing that right front out. I could feel it quite a bit. So, yeah, you can see how
Good one,
the
Kelsey.
right front temp was too, 205. But
Yeah, it was a good race till you went and did that.
at least finished on the lead lap, so catch an extra lap for safety rating.
I figured it was coming also. I just
5
didn't
ends
see
up
him. I got
finishing
caught up
6. Let's go take a look at that moment. Back it up 1 lap. Kind of set the scene. Let's see what happens. I don't know how much of a shot he gave me. Guess we'll find out. Didn't get me there, which is fine. And like I said, every shot before that was perfectly fine. Let's see how bad this one was. Oh yeah, just absolutely leaned on me and turned me. And then tires were hot. I got hit by the 14 trying to get it straightened out, and then just didn't do a very good job of turning around. Once you get in the grass, though, it gets kind of hard. So that was on me. But oh yeah, I don't think there's any question about that one. That was just that was a dump. He was tired of sitting behind me, which is fine. Inside of 5 to go. I get it. Slow it down. Actually, let's take it 1 speed slower. Just kind of watch this sequence through. So coming in, taking my exact normal line. He was about a car length back or so. He definitely been driving in deeper, which may or may not have been a straight advantage. He's going to get to my back bumper here. May or may not have made contact. But then he's going to pick up the throttle here. At this point, he's pretty much going to be right on my left rear as I'm trying to turn down. And just starts pushing right here. I mean, you can see him getting me all kinds out of shape. And I've got this a lot slower, so I'm trying to throw the counter steer in to hold it. But at that point in time, he had me so sideways that I'm not saving it. So it's fine. I mean, he wanted to dump me for the win, which I've seen worse dumps, but that's just how it is, unfortunately. I guess the only thing that holds me is the fact that he didn't get the win. I'd be a little more salty if he got the win. At least there's a little bit of karma in that, but it just is what it is. It honestly just is what it is. I can't be too angry about it, I guess. Okay, I'll remember it. I'm not going to go for payback. But I'll just remember that's how he races. Try to follow that way. Obviously, the one had a little more history with him. Knew to just let him go. Kind of sit behind and see if he was going to do that. One made the absolute best play for the race in terms of race strategy. Like the perfect play. If I would have had history and known that's what the 5 was going to do, I probably would have just let him go and, or tried to do something. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done to combat that, unfortunately. I think it was just set up and it was sit and duck because I wasn't fast enough to pull away. So, it is what it is. No big deal. We'll regroup. It was fun. I can feel good that, I try to defend as cleanly as I can. I don't think I really threw any dirty blocks on him at all. A couple times kind of cut down, maybe made a slight bit of contact, but really nothing too bad. Just always try to run the outside line, carry the momentum down the straights when he was getting my inside, clear him going back in the next corner. So, just is what it is. That's how some guys race anymore. So, no big deal. I had pace and a somewhat decent strength field, not crazy good, but felt better this week in this late model than I had in the last couple of weeks. So, we'll take it. Yeah, short track racing. That's all you can really say. So, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let me know your feedback on that contact. I don't think there's really too much else to look at. You guys tell me how intentional you think that was, how blatant that was, how bad that was. If you would call that all is fair short track racing, or if you would say that was a bit over the line and too much. I wish you would have waited a couple laps to do it. I think it's kind of insane to do it with 5 to go. Maybe do it with like 2 to go or 1 to go. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, love to hear your feedback on all that. So until the next one, I hope all your laps are passed, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.